Hi lovelies, today we are making our freezer meals. We are starting the year on a bang, and I'm going to share with you the easiest way that I find to make freezer meals, because the whole essence is to just make our life easier. Yeah, so I've done plenty of preparation up to this point, and I'm just about to start making fantastic meatballs in tomato sauce. Yum. That's going to be my first freezer meal dish, but the first thing I want to do is to make my garlic and ginger paste, and then we get on with the meatball. Yesterday I went to the market to buy ingredients, and I like going to the market before I do the freezer meals because I want only the freshest ingredients that I can find for my family. Make sure you stay tuned until the end, because in this video I'm showing you so many Kenyan meal recipes. Easy, simple, delicious. We don't need to complicate cooking here. That's what we're all about, but also plenty of variety. My name is Susie, and on this channel we make motherhood magical. And if this is your kind of vibe, remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Now let's get into cooking so many meals. It's gonna knock your socks off. Know that you are having trouble. One of the things that makes these freezer meal sessions go very fast is just a few tips like making your ginger and garlic paste in bulk, because this normally, can you imagine trying to grate a single garlic or ginger? It is so bad. It takes so much time. Your hands end up smelling. I don't know how. So I love this tip because it just makes it go much faster. Put your trust into. And yeah, this garlic and ginger paste is going to last for weeks in the fridge, whatever remains after I'm done making all the freezer meals. And it always comes in handy, even like during the week. Once you have the freezer meals ready, sometimes you'll end up like we are hosting or we're cooking, because you don't always eat the freezer meals every single day. They're just a very good backup to have. So now it's time to make the meatballs. We have gone a while before we had meatballs. They freeze so well. And what I'll need, I'm using 3 kilos of minced beef. I'm making a big batch. I'm using 6 eggs here, 1 cup of chopped coriander, parsley, anyone, 3 cups of breadcrumbs. I have salt, I have oregano, I have pepper, and I have my ginger garlic paste. So these ones I'm going to roast in the oven. Then we're going to make the tomato base sauce. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help. This year, one of the things I intend to do is maximize my time and use it well, because I have so much to accomplish and only so much time. Those goals that we made in the beginning of the year. And that is why making freezer meals is so important to me. Like, it gives me peace of mind to know that my family's meals are well taken care of when I'm at work, or when I'm out doing business related things, when I'm traveling, and just frees my time. It frees my mind. Making freezer meals, by the way, if you want to just achieve so many things, it's a game changer, guys. It's really going to save you time, energy, money, everything. I know that you are having a hard time right now around you. I know that you. And this reminds me, like when I began to make videos of making freezer, I used to get a lot of comments from people who thought that freezing food compromises the nutrient quality. But I'm so glad to see that that is no longer the case. I feel like a lot of people are embracing the whole freezer meal batch cooking lifestyle. And yeah, I think for me, whatever you can do to make your life easier and more manageable, please do it. Whether it's like buying gadgets like what I was showing last week, or getting someone to help you. Some people get a chef to come and batch cook their meals for the whole month. Some people do it themselves. Some people just buy ingredients and meal prep, and then they help cooks. Whatever you can do, imagine, to make your life manageable in this day and age, do that. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you. 'Cause we only want what's best, what is best for you. Know that you,
because one thing I feel is that our current lifestyle, the way we are living now, is not like the way it used to be for our moms. You know, I feel like we have to juggle so much nowadays because most of us are working moms.
Because we only want what's best for you.
Okay, can we take a moment of silence for this stew? Oh my goodness. Yes, it's a meatball stew, and of course it had to have peas and carrots. Hello.
For you.
I get a lot of questions on where I got these spice jar stickers. I got them from an Instagram page called Home Nest. It's not sponsored, it's just the ones I bought it from. And you just give them a list of what you want, and then they print them out for you and they send them to you.
I know that you are having a hard time right now.
Mostly I make freezer meals of the protein, like if it's meat, beans, the protein part of the meal, because I feel like that's what takes the longest time, because it's easy to boil rice on any day or make mashed potatoes. But as you'll see in this video, sometimes I like to also make the carbohydrate part of the meal, just to make things easier, even for my help if she's cooking when I'm not at home. Yeah.
I know that you are having trouble believing right now that everything is gonna be.
Beans in bacon is one of my best ways to cook beans.
I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help.
And speaking of being working moms, one of the things that I used to struggle with so much, especially when the kids were younger, was mom guilt. And I feel like it's one of those things that it comes in stages. And I really, really was starting. I would feel like when I'm at work, I'd be like, I need to be home with my children. And then when I'd be home, I'd be like, I need to work. In this economy, what am I doing at home, you know? Let me know whether you have dealt with this or whether you are dealing with this, because mom guilt, I find it is so common.
Know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you. For you.
right now I want to make chapati dough for the freezer. As I said in this video, I'll also make a few like starches or carbohydrates, because on the day we need chapatis, it's gonna go so much faster if the dough is ready. I'll just remove the dough from the freezer like the night before and let it thaw in the fridge, and then after that it's just making the chapatis. Again, a time saver. And as we have said before on this channel, you can also make your chapatis completely up to the end, and then you store them in the freezer wrapped in foil paper, and then just reheat in the microwave or on a pan one by one. It's easy.
Down so soft and slow outside my window, I watch it go. Oh, the lilac snow. And though the world may seem so still, it's coming in a distant chill with a memory which would have lasted. Oh, the lilac snow tells secrets of long ago, of carol song of gifts. Oh, the lilac snow whispers softly on the wind as memories come flowing.
Another type of bean that I absolutely adore is butter beans. Like, I don't know why, and especially nowadays, have you noticed the way they're not like as available as they used to be? And yeah, it's weird because they used to be everywhere. Nowadays it's so hard to find them, but I'm making a thick butter bean curry with them. I love butter beans. I love them. They're really buttery, like for real. When it comes to being a working mom, one of the things I've come to realize is that for most of us, let me know, by the way, just I stand corrected, but I feel like for most of us, our choices right now are very much affected by what we grew up seeing, okay? Because for me, I grew up with a working mom. Like, my mom was a teacher. But incidentally, I always felt her presence in the home as well, okay? And I think this is what informed my decision to stay a working mom, because at some point I really wanted to quit my job. I'm like, I just want to stay home with my children. Like, sometimes you just have this pull and you just want to stay home with your babies. But yes, I think I just put myself like in my little girl's shoes and remembered how my mom used to do it. Because my mom, like, when she was at work, she was really at work and she gave 100%. But when she got home and she was like, we felt her presence. We had her help and everything, but I felt her presence. We'd have conversations. And so I was like, yeah, I mean, if my mom could do that, so can I. And that really helped to ease my mom guilt.
Though the world may seem so still, it's coming in a distant chill with the memories of winter's past.
I'm now making chicken biryani. You've already seen me wash our chicken, and I'm using these ingredients. And the first thing I want to do is to marinate the chicken.
Secrets of long ago, of carol song of gifts we know. Oh, the lilac snow whispers softly on the wind as memories come flowing in.
Once the chicken has marinated, I like making the base of just very light, like tomatoes and ginger. I don't like to put a lot of vegetables in the chicken biryani because it just, you've had it before, you know how it is, and it doesn't come with vegetables. I know I put vegetables in everything, but in this one I just like to make the base very, very light, very simple, because already it like has so many wonderful flavors from all the spices. And don't be like me, please put in your chicken piece by piece, okay, instead of trying to pour it all in like I did here, and I made such a mess. And mind you, my cameraman, you can't hear this, but he was telling me, no, just put one by one. I don't think that's gonna end well. And of course, me being the hard-headed person that I am, thinking I know everything, I was like, no, let me show you. And now, yeah, everything ended up just splattering everywhere. So don't be like me. Do better. Do better.
As the lilac snow.
I'm making a delicious pork stir fry, and the first thing I want to do is to boil the pork in the instant pot to make it nice and soft.
Oh, the lilac snow, drifting down so soft and slow. Outside my window, I watch it go. Oh, the lilac snow. Though the world may seem so still, it's coming in a distant chill with the memories of winters past, of the ones I wish would have lasted.
Okay, how delicious and healthy does it look? Can you see all the vegetables and all the colors? Yes, please. Another way that I found to make this easier is to boil and stew some of the things at the same time, especially lentils, because they cook so fast. So the recipe I'm using today, I haven't pre-boiled them. I am just going to boil them as they are cooking at the same time. And for this recipe, I'm also going to use some really interesting ingredients. So for starters, let's start on this side. I'm going to use sweet potatoes. Yes, you heard me, some sweet potatoes. I'm going to use some eggplant. I'm going to use the lentils. I have like 3 kilos of lentils here. Then we have some coconut oil. I have red peppers. And then I have garam masala. I have paprika. I have turmeric. I have thyme. I have salt. I have coconut milk. In fact, I'm going to use like 3 cans of coconut milk. And I have tomato paste. This is going to be delicious. We've had this before. I love it. And as you can see, I've pre-boiled nothing. Not the sweet potatoes. They're still raw. And these are still raw. So let's get going.
And pure.
So anyway, I feel like in our motherhood journey, regardless of how your motherhood looks like, I feel like it is all wonderful and everything. But I think before one makes the decision whether to work at home or to work in the corporate setting, they need to make sure, first of all, that they're not doing it to compare with anyone. Because I feel like sometimes the peer pressure is there, you know, but to make sure that this mama chooses for themselves, together with their spouse, of course. Because I think both are viable, both are very important, working outside the home, working in the home, and none is higher than the other. But it should just be an individual couple's decision. And I hope by watching our content, you feel encouraged in your motherhood journey, like regardless of how it looks like. I never ever want to be one who sounds like they're favoring one over the other, because man, it's being a mom. It's so amazing, regardless of how you do it.
I watch it go, all the lilac snow. Though the world may seem so still, it's coming in a distant chill with the memories of winters past, of the ones I wish would have lasted. Oh, the lilac snow tells secrets of long ago, of carols sung, of gifts we've known. Oh, the lilac snow whispers softly on the wind as memories come flowing in.
What a magnificent spread of food. I just feel peace. I feel peace looking at this, but this is just halfway. Let's keep going. Hi guys, it's another freezer meal making session. Today I'm very excited because one thing I know that we can struggle with when it comes to freezer meals is just coming up with new recipes that are also easy to make and yeah, so your family doesn't get bored eating the same thing over and over. So the first thing I want to make is a Kenyan beef dish known as beef wet fry. I love this when I eat it in restaurants. It's amazing. I know it freezes very well, and for that, here's what I'm going to need. So here I have 5 kilos of beef that we have already chopped into bite-sized pieces, and I have balsamic vinegar, or you can use Worcestershire sauce, and I have soy sauce, I have coriander, I have pepper, salt, no pepper because I'm cooking for kids, and paprika. If you want, you can also add pepper. When I was gallivanting the supermarket, I came across this meat tenderizer. I bought it from Naivas, so I want to try this because sometimes I struggle with my beef being a little bit hard, and I don't want to boil it fast. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. And let me tell you guys something. I'm very, very excited to let you know that a lot of you do ask me for the recipes and exact measurements for all the things that I use in my recipes, which I would really, really like to share. But sometimes because of the length of the video, I cannot go into exact measurements. So what we have done, coming up with our website, and I'm going to put all the recipes with all the measurements for you, because I have so many recipes. You guys, I literally have books upon books because I put a lot of research into these recipes, you guys. It's because the recipes are out there, yes, but I really try to make them like applicable to a normal, regular household with normal, regular ingredients or stuff you can easily find from the supermarket. So yeah, let's get on to our beef wet fry. Let me know down below if you are a working mom or a work-at-home mom or self-employed, and as I said, if you've struggled with mom guilt and how you handled that.
Before I knew it, I was hurt by some stupid thing I overheard. I never built the wall to shut it all down. Made of concrete, this particle life, this part.
So our beef has been marinating for the longest, which means it's going to be the tastiest. And now it's time to make the beef wet fry. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Let me show you what I'm using. So we have our nicely marinated beef, and then now we have our onions. We have some tomato paste, we have garlic and ginger paste here. Of course, we're going to use some oil. We have salt, coriander, paprika, and quite a bit of tomatoes, which is delicious. So this should be very quick. Let's go to the fire. I'm also going to put some green peppers. Yeah, that's it. Show me then, who is who? Favorite color, yeah? Which other one? And which one? This one was yesterday. It's very nice, eh? Yeah. Very good. Let's see, show.
Hi, this is me, this is Maxwell, this is Warren, and this is Daddy, and this is my...
Wow, that is so... Let's see, what's here?
And here's a...
Yeah.
I'm so cool.
Where? Hey! My wet fry is heavy on the wet. And very light on the fry because, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, there's so much soup. I don't know what's happening. Hey, as you can see, it still has about 30 more minutes of simmering. I don't think that will be enough to reduce this ocean. I'm hoping for global warming on my pot. Let's give it time, man. Oh my goodness. But it looks delicious. It smells delicious. But this is, it's beef stew for now. Let's give it time, see what it's going to transform magically into beef wet fry. The ocean is oceaning, but the soup is nice and thick. What? The next dish I'm making is this delicious lemon herb roasted chicken. So I'm not roasting it now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to marinate it, and then it goes into the freezer, and then the day we are ready to make it, we just remove it. It will be nice and juicy and marinated, and then put it straight into the oven Boom, delicious meal. Here's what I'm using. So I have chicken thighs and drumsticks here. They've been skinned and washed. They've been skinned and washed, guys. And then I have my oil here. I have salt. You can add pepper if you want. I have fresh rosemary, thyme, and parsley or coriander straight from the market. Here I have garlic and ginger paste in the making. I'm not using all these. I just need to make this in advance for all the cooking. So I'm going to blend this fast. And then I have plenty of lemons. I'll first zest them and then I'll make juice for them. This goes into our chicken. But first, let's deal with this. Oh, and I'm going to use these bags. I love these bags. They're reusable. They last forever. They seal so nicely. I love the size, especially because it's big enough, because we're making enough for our entire large family. So this is what I'm going to use to marinate my chicken. And I'm going to link it down below if you'd like to know where to get them. But first, let's make our garlic and ginger paste. So what I've done here, I just wanted to make a note, is I've washed the chicken and I've put it in this colander so that the extra water can drip into this dish, because you don't want your juice for washing the chicken, the water, to get to dilute the marinade, you see. So that's dripping there nicely as I prepare the rest of the ingredients. One of the comments I get most frequently when I meet you guys in person, which I absolutely love meeting you guys in person, or on Instagram DMs or even here, is how making freezer meals has made your life easier. And I love it. Like, I'm here for that. But have you ever seen, now here's another side of this whole freezer meal, whatever. Have you ever seen those videos on Instagram about someone who made freezer meals for like a week or 2 weeks and then end up eating it all in one day? Let me know if you've ever seen that. I find that so funny and hilarious. I'm like, really? Maybe it's because personally I make so much food, so I can't imagine eating it all. And then, you know, it's just funny.
Stop me for a second, I got needs. Occasionally, I set them free. Don't hold me back now, I'm in the lead. This part, so cold life. This part, so cold life. What a time to be alive. Lately, I've been dancing on my own so bravely. Steady steps on the ground. Hate me, but I ain't never coming down. Never coming down. Cause lately, I've been dancing on my own so bravely. Another round on my mind. Hate me, but I ain't never coming down. Never coming down. I'm never coming down. Never coming down.
So when I put the chicken in this bag, it's going to freeze so well, and then later we're going to roast it in the oven. Yes, it just really turns out so beautiful.
I was hurt by some stupid thing I overheard. I never built the wall to shut it all out, but now it's even made of concrete. This part, so cold life. This part, so cold life. What a time to be alive. Lately, I've been dancing on my own.
Speaking of different dishes, I love making chickpeas, although I don't make them as often as I would like to. One thing I love about them, as opposed to the beans and everything, you don't get that gassiness factor, but they are completely full of protein. So I'm trying a new recipe. It's a Thai coconut curry chickpea. Thai coconut chickpea curry. So let me show you what I'm going to use. So I have here enough boiled chickpeas. We've already boiled them. And then, you know, I love to add vegetables to my meal. So here I have chopped carrots. Then you have some brown sugar. We have yellow and red bell peppers. We have soy sauce. We have coconut milk. I have this Thai curry paste, which I got from Carrefour. Guys, it has a little bit of heat to it. So I'm just going to put a hint of it. Hopefully my kids will survive. Then I have some, what do you call this? Onions. I have my ginger garlic paste. I have the salt. I have some lemon juice there. And I have the oil. If you want, you could add more vegetables, but I think I'm good with what we have. So let's go to the fire. And learning to make different meals or the same meals in different ways, I feel it is so important to me, you know, because it keeps things interesting. Because tell me why. We are not going to keep making beans with just onions and tomatoes forever. Like, that is how we found our parents eating beans. That is how we are eating them now. That's how our children are. Pana. No, no, no. As in, variety is the spice of life. Okay? We're not just going to have beef stew with potatoes and peas and carrots. I know, I'm sorry to my ancestors, but surely there's got to be a different way to have beans, you know. And that's why I really, our new meal plan, and every month when I make a new meal plan, I always make sure that we have variety. We have new exciting recipes. They might be the same foods, yes. Maybe there was beef last month and there's beef this month, but I'm telling you, it's going to be different. We're going to make it in, you know, come on.
The flower violet green, lily of the valley on my knee.
I try to make sure that I am balancing between vegetarian meals and meat dishes. That's why you're seeing a lot of meat, but also now I'm making dengu or dal or green grams. Yeah, just for the sake of balance, gut health, pocket also health. The pocket also needs to be healthy. Everything needs to be healthy. I try to make sure that I am balancing between vegetarian meals and meat dishes. That's why you're seeing a lot of meat, but also now I'm making dengu or dal or green grams. Yeah, just for the sake of balance, gut health, pocket also health. The pocket also needs to be healthy. Everything needs to be healthy.
You don't know what you mean to me. I don't wanna lose you. It's too.
And now it's time for githeri. Oh my goodness, this was my dad's favorite meal growing up. In various forms, either it would be githeri or it would be mokimo. It's just githeri in all shapes and sizes. And I used to find that so weird. Like, goodness, really? Really, Dad? Githeri? Like, surely, when there's chips and chicken and sausage, who would like to eat this? And then githeri used to be considered like food for poor people, like when I was growing up, okay? And the rich people used to eat lots of meat, lots of chips, as I said, you know, all those things, you know? And look how the tables have turned. The other day, we were at work and we were having githeri for lunch. And there's this guy we work with, and he saw githeri and he was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, githeri. And I was like, that's how you know you're old now. When you start getting excited about githeri, yes, you are old. So when I see my children just turning up their noses on githeri, because they do. I mean, I make the githeri, I believe it is delicious. And my kids are like, oh, I don't want githeri. Oh my goodness. Oh. And I'm like, yeah, okay. You just wait. One day it's going to be your most favorite food because you will grow up and you will see. So guys, what I am making now is beans. You guys, I'm trying a new recipe. Beans in peanut sauce. Can you even? Oh my goodness. Let me show you what I'm using. So here I have my boiled beans. These are actually two types of beans because these are yellow beans and these are kidney beans, but I can mix them, no problem. Then I have carrots here. I have 4 cans of coconut milk. I have tomato paste, courgettes. I have coriander and turmeric, whatever is left of it. Now here are our famous raw peanuts. So these ones, the first thing I do is I'm going to blend them, but they're here. Then we have our onions, we have our coriander, we have salt, we have our oil, and we have some brown sugar, or what's left of it. and some ginger garlic paste. I don't know how I forgot that. Yes. So I forgot to also say we need some lemon juice, so it's there. So the first thing I want to do is to blend my peanuts, raw peanuts, guys. So you need a pretty strong blender. But I guess if you didn't, you can also just use a pestle and mortar. I'm going to do this in batches because so peanuts are running away. I'll put that. Then I'm going to put the coconut milk. Forgot to shake that one. Coconut milk. There we go. Brown sugar and lemon juice. I need like 5 tablespoons, so I'll divide into 2. Okay, in hindsight, now that I know better, you know, hindsight is 2020. I should have roasted these peanuts first before blending, okay? Because it didn't get crushed all the way. You'll see shortly. And basically, I'm thinking blending after roasting is basically just making peanut butter. Because otherwise, I should have just used peanut butter in this recipe. So, you know, I'll give this recipe another shot soon. And we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're living, we're learning. And it is okay. You know, sometimes some of my experiments work very well. And sometimes they backfire, you know. And yeah, but it is life. It is life. You remember last week's disaster of trying to make gluten-free bread. I almost said gluten-free. You know? Yeah, it is the way it is, man. Let me tell you, speaking of mistakes, yeah, I once tried to make pizza. Like before I knew I became good at making pizza. Okay, I'm good at making pizza now, by the way. Okay. But before, one day I tried making pizza and unfortunately I put too much salt in the tomato base. You know that tomato base that you put down, then you put the cheese and you put your whatevers, you know? And these children, oh my goodness, they never let me forget that I put too much salt in the pizza. Children go humble you. Every time I would mention that I am thinking of making pizza, they'd be like, but last time you put too much salt. And oh my goodness, it was, these children, sometimes they humble. I had to have a conversation. I was like, look here, sit down, you know. I am human. Humans make mistakes. Excuse me. And you don't keep bringing up your own mistakes when you make them like over and over again. Oh, guys and girls. So now, as that is going, I want to fry my fish. I'm just going to do a quick deep fry and then we're going to put it in the freezer. And then when you're ready to eat, we just remove and we make a nice, all Kenyans, we know this, we'll have this. I've done an entire video showing you delicious fish recipes. If you watch details, you can go there. But before, I just want to put like a nice sauce on top of it before I deep fry it, which will just constitute of my ginger garlic paste, some paprika, some coriander, and some salt. Boom. And then I will deep fry quick, faster. And that's it.
It's too soon. I don't wanna lose you. It's too soon. Dandelions, rustling leaves, just like in my childhood dreams. Yeah.
Deep fried fish is such a Kenyan delicacy from the lakeside. Like we love it with ugali, of course. I don't even know how else to eat deep fried fish. Is there any other way to eat deep fried fish in this country? I would like to find out. By the way, speaking of which, I've been thinking of making a video exploring the different types of Kenyan meals, like from different places across the country. I'm a bit unsure what to cook for each tribe, but I'm guessing like from the Luo tribe, I definitely make fish. But I'm like, let me know, give me suggestions down below of what to cook from which tribe, from your tribe. Yeah, I think that would be so fun, like a kind of video that you guys can actually help me choose the recipes. Oh, that would be so exciting. And I am done. Let me tell you guys, this making of freezer meals is normally such a long day. It is a long day, sometimes 2 days. And when I'm in the middle of it, I'm normally so exhausted. But when I get to this point, and I know I have an entire whole month at least of not cooking, I'm like, I'm so glad. I am so glad I put in the effort and I made the sacrifice, because we're going to be enjoying this food for at least, I can wait just 6 weeks to come, I think. We're going to put into portions and we'll see how many meals we get. But first, let me show you what we got. So here we have our Thai chickpea curry. Yum. And then here we have our githeri. This is actually what the kids had for lunch. Delicious. And then up here we have our beans in peanut sauce. Okay, this was my first time to make this. I know it looks a little bit suspect, but it tastes delicious, smells delicious. I'll let you know. I'll show you how we're going to serve it in a later video. And then here we have our dengu or green grams, lentils, whichever. Always a hit. And lastly, we have our chicken. Beef wet fry. Started off as wet fry, ended up being beef stew. It is amazing. And here we have our deep fried tilapia. Like, what? Can you even? And then lastly, we have our lemon herb chicken for roasting in the oven. Yes. Day very well spent. So what I want to do now is just portion it, because a lot of you ask me, how do we make sure this food fits in the freezer? How do we portion it? How do we store it? What happens if power runs out? So I figured I might as well do an entire video showing you how I'm going to do that, because this one is a bit too long. So thank you for doing the freezer meal with me. Now watch this next video to show you how we just put it in the freezer, how we organize it. I'm also going to reheat a few dishes, at least one. I'm going to say how many I managed to do in that video to show you how we're actually going to thaw, reheat, serve, enjoy, and all that jazz. So I'll see you over there. Bye.